Today, we're going to talk about something that flew under the radar but has a big implication for the health of ESO, especially with crossplay on the horizon. Kevin, which is one of the community managers over at ZOS, did confirm on Reddit that a major proactive ban wave targeting Xbox accounts that were being set up for botting, not people that were already using bots in game farming, but accounts that were being prepared to start botting. And when I first read this, I was like, "Oh well, same old, same old." But the more I kind of read into it, I think this distinction matters a bit more than I originally thought. His original post was earlier this week, we proactively identified and banned a large group of Xbox ESO accounts that were being set up to begin botting activities. That means ZOS didn't wait for reports. They didn't wait for the bots to actually flood the starter zones. They cut off the issue before it even launched into the game. He still followed up by asking players to keep reporting bot farms so they can continue taking action. And this is the first time in quite a while that I've seen ZOS openly talk about a proactive type strike like this. Usually it's them saying or responding to players complaining about whatever the issue was in game. And then, of course, they're telling you how to fix it or how to report it or whatever the case may be. But this is the first time in a good long while that I've actually seen them put out the post talking about putting a stop to stuff before the player base has even brought it up again. And let's be honest, bot farming has been a big issue in ESO for years. Starter zones like Oridon, Valfoyan, and some others, of course, are being swarmed by these low level characters running the same path 24/7. And it seems like as of late, Xbox specifically has been seeing a bigger issue than the other platforms. The Xbox Play Anywhere lets you run your Xbox version, of course, on PC, and you can automate inputs. You can use mass or you can create mass accounts, and the bot farms can respawn faster than ZOS can pretty much ban them, it seems like. So when ZOS says they banned accounts before they started, that's a bigger shift than we've seen in the past of them just kind of being on the back foot and having to try to stop them once they're in game. It seems like they're tracking some of these patterns or the account creation behavior, and probably, I would assume, some type of network activity tied to these known people that are doing this. And this is the kind of enforcement players have been asking for forever now. And I will say, I do remember years and years ago, of course, when I first started playing the game, and back then I was playing on PS4, it was absolutely awful at times, and it still is today, even though I have, of course, started playing on the PS5. And it seems like over time, the PlayStation botting issue has kind of fluctuated where sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's not. But I do remember those times when I used to farm material a lot, and that was all you would ever see, especially in those starter zones. But it seems like I said, as of late, Xbox is having a bigger problem than, of course, the PlayStation player base. Players on the forums kind of immediately noticed something. They said starter zone bots suddenly just disappeared. Said people farming materials said the zones felt normal again. Resource nodes weren't instantly just gone as soon as they popped up. And they said they have also noticed on some of the Xbox, of course, guilds and different, people that are selling things that the market, since this has happened, is not being flooded with dirt cheap materials. Now, will this last forever? I'm going to assume probably not. I think the botters will come back, but this is a bit of a clearer coordination that the devs are really listening to a lot of the feedback the player base has been putting out there for a while, and they're trying to actually go in and put a stop to this. Whenever ZOS does do a big ban wave like this, there are always a few players who claim they were banned by mistake. On Reddit and Steam, you'll see posts like, they got banned for botting, but they didn't even use macros, or their account was flagged and they had to appeal. It seems like ZOS, as of late, has gotten most of these resolved, but it shows that their detection system is getting more aggressive, I think, than it used to be. And so while the ban wave is good for the game, it also means players need to be careful with third-party tools or, of course, automation. If they are actually going out there and actively going after people, creating bots and things like that before they even add them into the game, they're getting caught. So just be aware. You may start hearing of people getting banned or something that we're not supposed to because of, or depending on what they may be using. To me, the timing really is not that random because we know they are working on crossplay and they have mentioned it more and more over the last several months. So we're going to have things like shared zones, shared economies, and of course, shared botting opportunities, unfortunately. And if these people are allowed to scale up on Xbox before crossplay, that will kind of spill into the entire ecosystem. So I'm assuming ZOS is trying to hit them early and trying to stabilize the game before the big platform merge. This is kind of a housekeeping thing they should be doing, and I think a lot of us really wish they would have done it a long time ago. But honestly, I'm glad at least they are still working on this issue as of now. So yeah, it wasn't just a small kind of group of individuals they got rid of. ZOS is taking a real swing at botting on Xbox and doing it before the damage is even done. Now, there's still going to be an issue of those players that are already in game, so hopefully they get rid of those as quickly as possible. But let me know what you're seeing on your particular platform. I know botting is not that big of an issue compared to console on PC as it is to console anyway, but no matter what you play on, if you've been seeing less or more as of late, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're kind of experiencing. Are the starter zones cleaner? Are the map prices, at least on the console end, somewhat stabilizing? Or do you kind of, like I do, think these botters will be back pretty quick and they may have to have some type of different system to actually get them gone out of the game permanently? And I'm not sure exactly what that will be. But drop your comments below and let me know your thoughts. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.